I'm here to show my support for all EDI funding staying intact. It takes 8 to 10 years to complete a housing development in Seattle, from conception to land acquisition to feasibility, design review, permitting, utility upgrades, street upgrades, and construction. This is true for any mixed-use housing development in Seattle. So why are EDI projects being held to a different standard? Why are they expected to be built faster than market rate projects? The EDI program was established in 2016. Here we are 8 years later. Africatown Plaza is a recipient of EDI funding. It's opening this summer, right at the 8-year mark. Why are we discussing halting funding when we know these projects take this long to build and in fact are getting built?
My name is Jill Friedberg. I'm a District 3 resident and also a co-founder of Wanawari, one of the organizations that will be severely impacted if the proposed EDI amendment is passed. This amendment was submitted on Friday afternoon before a 3-day holiday weekend, which means that the public effectively had 5 business hours to learn about and respond to this proposed amendment. That should be illegal. I understand that there's a budget shortfall. It's City Council's job to be creative in solving problems like budget shortfalls, not to reinforce structural inequities because it's the easiest way to close a budget shortfall. The city has been solving budget shortfalls on the backs of Seattle's Black communities for decades. Go find the money somewhere else this time.
Hello, my name is Daryl Powell. I'm here representing the African American community on the behalf of, I'm the president of the Seattle King County branch of the NAACP, and I'm here to say vehemently oppose Councilmember Rivera's amendment to Council Bill 120774. It's a slap in the face to our community. I looked at the data. I'm a CPA. Of the 76 projects that she's asking to take away, 27 of them are African American, 13 in the Central District and 14 in the Rainier Valley. I ask how many are in the North area that are being taken away. At worst, at best, this is tone deaf. At worst, it's something more insidious. When we fight, be clear, the NAACP wins. Councilmember Hollingsworth, Councilmember Wu, Councilmember Morales, Councilmember Saka, speak with me and talk to me and ask, how can you help? This is your chance to help. I ask you to vote no on this insidious amendment to the EDI.
I've moved to amend the agenda to remove item 2, Council Bill 120774, in order to give time to correct disinformation that was irresponsibly given to community about my proposed amendment. Let me be clear, the amendment does not cut the EDI program. The amendment does not pull money away from existing projects. All 56 ongoing EDI projects would remain funded. That was made clear in the amendment. I'm deeply disappointed that the objective of this amendment has been grossly mischaracterized. Further, the EDI is not funded with general funds. The EDI is funded with restricted fund sources that cannot be currently used to address the general fund deficit. The fact is that OPCD has 56 out of 77 projects at different stages of development that have not been completed. OPCD has only been able to complete 21 projects. It is unclear what OPCD is doing to ensure these projects are getting completely in a timely manner for the benefit of community. These are the questions I have for the department. For this reason, the amendment pauses the 2022 funding. OPCD has told me that they have not even made plans to initiate the RFP process for those funds, although we're almost halfway through this year. As a Latina woman who grew up in a low-income, underserved neighborhood, I know all too well the impacts of displacement and the importance of investments in our BIPOC community that are being supported with this funding. However, we know funding alone does not ensure completion. OPCD needs to review its program to determine why projects are taking so long to complete, and how can they further support community to ensure completion of these important projects.